You are listening to the Central Indiana Sports Reports podcast number 299.1, our daily audio sports section made for Central Indiana sports fans.
You're listening to the Central Indiana Sports Report with your host, Greg Mengelt.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, Central Indiana sports fans. Today is June 17, 2025. It's a Tuesday. I'm your host, Greg Mengelt, podcasting today from headquarters in Jeffersonville. Producer Susie is in the control room. Coming up, the Pacers and Thunder played Game 5. Caitlin's return makes history, and the high school golf state finals are underway. Plus updates on the College World Series, the Stanley Cup, Major League Baseball, and of course, the best news and note section in all of Central Indiana sports podcasting. Before we get to all of that, I'm going to ask you to please go to our YouTube page and become a subscriber. Just search Central Indiana Sports Report. It's easy to find. If you want to help us continue to grow and thrive, that's one way that you can do that, and we greatly appreciate it. Also, we reacted to the Pacers Thunder Game 5, and we will preview Game 6 throughout the next couple of days. And we will have John Robertson's and Michelle Garman's reaction to the Fever and Sun after Tuesday night's game. And we'll have a boys golf scoreboard show for you later. What is today? Tuesday. Later Tuesday. I'm a little late today on the podcast because, number one, I was a little depressed by the Pacers game. But number two, I had a root canal yesterday and it just took a little bit out of me. So I did a little sleep in, set my alarm for 7:30 this morning. Didn't wake up till 11. So here we are with the scoreboard show. Early afternoon, like it used to be. Plus lots of other stuff I was going to read off to you, but you know what we have. Fever, Pacers, IndyCar, Colts, IU, Purdue, Butler, Ball State. If they're doing it, we're talking about it. Just check back. Like the previous two games in Oklahoma City, the Indiana Pacers gave very little resistance to the favorite Oklahoma City Thunder in Oklahoma City through three quarters. Then, like they did in Game 1, they made their move. This time, Pascal Siakam and TJ McConnell were the impetus for the comeback, and it was Siakam's three-pointer. With 8 minutes and 30 seconds left, they got the Pacers within 95-93, and at that point, it sure looked like it was happening again. Then what transpired was one of the worst final 8 minutes of a basketball game you'll ever see from an NBA Finals team. 4 straight turnovers, 5 of 7 possessions, and an 18-4 Oklahoma City run that gave them the 120-109 win and a 3-2 series lead, putting them on the brink of the NBA championship. Here is Tyrese Halliburton's thoughts on it all.
We feel like we did a good job in the second half of, putting pace in the game and, really getting out and running. We thought we did a better job of that in the second half. But we really got to cut down on those turnovers. The turnovers are really killing us right now, especially in that first half. So we know we can be better there. We got to be ready to go for Game 6.
Well, let's not sugarcoat it. It was just a horrible night for Tyrese Halliburton and Andrew Nembhard. They were both just awful. Felt like the Pacers gave one away. Hopefully they're embarrassed and it turns into a strong performance in Game 6 on Thursday. Halliburton clearly wasn't 100%, but that is not a very good excuse for what we saw. Halliburton and Indiana head coach Rick Carlisle say they expect Halliburton to play in spite of any potential limitations.
He's not 100%. It's pretty clear. But I don't think he's going to miss the next game. And, we were concerned at halftime. And he insisted on playing. And I thought he made a lot of really good things happen in the second half. But he's not 100%, And there's a lot of guys in this series that aren't. So,
the Pacers finished the game with 23 turnovers. That was turned into 32 Oklahoma City points. Alex Caruso and Cason Wallace had 4 steals each. By the way, ESPN's analytics give the Pacers a 40% chance of forcing a Game 7. I say it's happening. There will be a Game 7 on Sunday. But not if they can't slow down Jalen Williams. After a subpar Games 1 and 2, Williams put up 40 points on Monday, going 14 for 25 from the field. Just an incredible score. MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 31 for the Thunder. It was Siakam who finished with 28 points, and TJ McConnell, who had 18 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds, who kept the Indiana Pacers in the game. Halliburton finished with 4 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Nembhard, 7 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Game 6 is Thursday at 8:30 in beautiful downtown Indianapolis at the Fieldhouse. I know our guy Miguel Rico will be there, and we will have our instant reaction following the game. The Indiana Fever can win the Commissioner's Cup East pool with a win over the Connecticut Sun and a New York Liberty win over the Atlanta Dream on Tuesday night. One of the 2 Sun wins this season has come in Indianapolis, an 85-83 victory without Caitlin Clark in the Fever lineup just a couple of weeks ago. Clark returned on Saturday and showed no rust, scoring 32 points. She had 9 assists and 8 rebounds as the Fever beat previously unbeaten New York 102-88. The only question now is how her injured thigh will recover for her second game back on Tuesday night.
I felt really good out there, and now for me it's just how I recover, especially with the schedule that we have coming up. That's going to be super important. We're playing a lot of games in a very short period of time, so I really have to take care of myself to make sure I don't regress in any sort of way.
The Fever's Twitter account on Monday said that Saturday's game between the Fever and Liberty had 20.9 million viewers, a brand new WNBA viewership record. 20.9 million, that can't possibly. That's a lot of viewers, especially in today's sports viewing market. Incredible effect she's had on the league. Number 1, Westfield. Number 3, Noblesville. Number 8, Carmel. And number 11, Hamilton Southeastern. And number 12, Zionsville are all competing in Tuesday's and Wednesday's boys golf state finals at Prairie View in Carmel. The Guerin duo of Eli Wessel and Robbie Burt and Eastbrook freshman Landon Tropf are also competing in the event. Tropf is one of 9 freshmen in the entire state to make the field. We will have results for you later Tuesday on our boys golf state final scoreboard. Also on Wednesday when it's all over. On Monday, Westfield's Josh Bryant, Logansport's Abby Lundy, Cathedral's Jim Grassi, Homestead's Mickey Mazak, Batesville's Ben Seifert, and Evansville's North Keith Babby were named Coaches of the Year for their regions by the Indiana High School Golf Coaches Association.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss! Greatness from Gage! A no-hitter!
Arkansas's Gage Wood threw the College World Series' 3rd no-hitter ever on Monday, the 3rd in the 78-year history of the event. In Arkansas's 3-0 win over Cinderella Murray State on Monday evening. Wood struck out 19 to improve to 4-1 on the season and keep Arkansas alive in the College World Series. 2 teams will leave town on Tuesday. First, it'll be Louisville versus Oregon State in a Bracket 1 elimination game before it's Arkansas against UCLA in a Bracket 2 elimination game after the Bruins lost 9-5 to LSU early Tuesday, a game that was rained out from Monday night. Number 13 Coastal Carolina and number 6 LSU have already earned their spots in the Final Four and await Tuesday's winners to join them in Wednesday's bracket championships. The winners of each bracket will play in a best-of-3 series on Saturday, Sunday, and, if necessary, Monday. Shohei Ohtani allowed 2 hits and 1 run in an inning of work in his 2025 pitching debut for the Los Angeles Dodgers on Monday night. It's his first outing since injuring his shoulder and his elbow in 2023. He also went 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs in the Dodgers' 6-3 win over the Padres. It was a slow night around the MLB on Monday, but new series begin on Tuesday, including the Brewers' 3 games at Wrigley. The Cubs lead Milwaukee by 5.5 games in the NL Central. Also in the NL Central, the Reds host the Twins, and the Cardinals are in Chicago to face the White Sox. And I know our very own Will Rutherford is there for that one. Just a couple of quick news and notes items from around Central Indiana. Brandon Ramsey of Kentucky Sports Radio tweeted that Cooper Zachary, a Fishers Jr. and member of the legendary Zachary basketball family, heard from Iowa, Notre Dame, and Purdue, among others, over the weekend as his recruiting gained steam. He's also already received an offer from Steve Alford and the Nevada Wolfpack. And Brownsburg's Brandon Sharp tweeted Monday that he's received an offer from Barry Odin and the Purdue football team. Sharp had already received offers from Appalachian State, Bowling Green, Kent State, Miami, Bowling Green, Toledo, and IU. And the Florida Panthers can keep the Stanley Cup in Miami for another year with a win over the Oilers in Miami on Tuesday. The Oilers, of course, can extend the series to a 7th game with a win on Tuesday night. Tuesday's Game 6 is at 8 o'clock and can be seen on TNT and the Max app. Game 7 is Friday in Edmonton if necessary. At your daily report, please become a subscriber or follower at YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, or SoundCloud if you'd like us to continue updating you every day. Thank you so much for listening. Please share the Central Indiana Sports Report with as many people as you can so we can continue to grow and thrive and bring you podcasts like this. The Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of ITG Media, and I love Susie.